Namo Buddhaya. Welcome to another video. In today's video, we are going to discuss about how can we clear our mind. Now, so many of you complain when I'm meditating, when I'm studying, there are so many thoughts popping inside our mind. I cannot stop it. I'm worried. What can I do? Well, the reason for this problem is we are looking at the meditation and we are looking at our mind in a wrong way. Always remember, meditation is not about emptying your mind. Okay? You can meditate while having thoughts inside your mind. That is the most wonderful thing about meditation. You don't want to empty your mind. You don't want to close the mind and let not other thoughts come in. No. Okay? Just try this to yourself. If you try to stop thoughts, what will happen? The nature of your mind is it will generate more thoughts again and again. Okay? That is the nature of your mind. Because we don't know that trying to stop thoughts is also a thought. Okay? So remember, meditation is not about stopping thoughts. It is about being aware of your thoughts. There is one practice in Buddha's teachings, it is called Chittanupassana. In Chittanupassana, Buddha introduced us to a wonderful meditation of being aware of what comes into your mind. Okay? Let the thoughts come into your mind, but be aware of it. Because most of the time, we are not aware of what is going inside our mind. That is the problem. That is why we get caught to these unwholesome thoughts like greediness, craving, anger, hatred, and a lot of things. Okay? Because we don't know what is going inside our mind. The Buddha teaches us, that Buddha introduced us this meditation to be aware of what is coming into your mind. Let's say a lustful thought came to your mind. Okay, it's okay. Everyone feels lust. Everyone feels this craving and desire inside their mind. But the problem with most people is they don't know that their mind is under desire, under lust. Okay, but if you can be mindful, okay, if you can detect when the lust arises, this is a lustful thought that is popping inside my mind. If you can detect it, if you can identify it, then the nature of your mind is once you identify your thoughts, once you are aware of that thought, it will start to be silent. Okay? It is something like a little baby. Look at your mind like a little baby. Okay? Now, when we are not aware of the babies, what they are doing? They are doing a lot of nasty things, okay? They are doing a lot of naughty things. Why? Because we are not aware of them. But once we pay our attention, they try to behave. Okay? Because they know that my parent or these elders are being aware of me. Okay? So they try to be disciplined. And also, the nature of kids and the nature of little kids is they are very curious. So does the mind. Mind is very curious. It likes to cling into certain things and like to search certain things. So what we can do to quiet our mind or to make silence inside our mind is just to pay attention to what comes into your mind. Don't try to stop it. Okay? The more you try to stop it, the more it will come. So what we have to do, just be aware of it. When you become aware of what is going inside your mind, you bring your mind to this present moment. Because these thoughts and everything that goes inside your mind happening in this present moment. If you can see the appearance of the thoughts and if you can see the passing away or fading away of the thoughts, it will start to get quieter. Okay? So when your mind is busy, in the next time, try this. When your mind is busy, when a lot of thoughts come into your mind, just try to identify one thought. Look at your mind like you're looking at an external thing, okay? And try to identify one thought. When it arises, you can identify, okay, it is arising now. When it fades away, okay, you're knowing and you are understanding that this thought is fading away. Once you do that, it is very amazing that your mind gets silent and quieter even more. So this is how we can clear and quiet our mind when we do meditations or when we are doing certain things in our life. So keep this advice in your life and practice it. Namo Buddhaya. Now, this breathing meditation is one of the most famous meditations in the world, where most of the people do it. So let's talk about this. How to do it, and what is the correct way, or what are the correct ways of doing it. So, breathing meditation, the Buddha called it Anapanasati meditation. Anapana means inhale and exhale. Sati means mindfulness. So, in this meditation, we become aware and we become mindful about our breathing. So, how can we do this? Well, according to the Buddha's instructions in the early Buddhism, Buddha says that you have to come to a seated position and you have to make your back straight and nice and straight. And then you close your eyes and you become aware of your in-breath and out-breath, right? When you inhale, you become mindful about I'm inhaling. And when you exhale, you become mindful about your exhale. So this is what you call the breathing meditation, basically. So how can we do this? Okay, so this is what we can do. First of all, we have to find the place where we feel our breath. Normally, we feel our breath at our tip of our nose. When we breathe in, we feel that air touching our nose tip, the hood of the nose, and then it goes in. And when we breathe out, we feel that air is flowing out by touching this tip of your nose. So in breathing meditation, we focus our mind and we become aware of this sensation on our tip of our nose. The only thing that you have to do is to be aware of your in-breath and out-breath. The Buddha said, So satova asasati, satova pasasati. He mindfully breathed in and he mindfully breathed out. So that is what you called breathing meditation. But most of the time, people find very hard in breathing pattern and finding this breathing pattern. One of the most frequently asked question is, should we control our way of breathing? Should I control my breathing? Should I intentionally breathe? This is an advice that we can give to those people who try to control of your breathing when you do the breathing meditation. If you are a beginner, right, if you're just getting into the breathing meditation, it's okay to breathe intentionally. Take some few breaths intentionally and take these intentional breathings until you feel familiar with your breathing. Because most of the time, we don't become aware of our way of breathing, no? We do certain things in life, like we live our day, but we are not becoming aware of our breathing. So it's okay to breathe intentionally by controlling your breath while doing the breathing meditation until you become familiar with the breathing. And then you should not stop from that. Then you have to find that natural way of breathing, right? You can be aware of the natural way of breathing. You don't force your breathing pattern. You just become aware of that, okay? When you breathe naturally and when you become aware of your natural way of breathing, you can find that it is very soft and gentle. It's very slow. Then you're forcefully breathing in or not. Okay? So what do you have to do? At first, it's okay to breathe intentionally and control your breath. Do whatever you feels okay, because the most important thing is to getting used to this meditation. And then we have to step to the next step. Okay? And also remember, you don't want to force yourself to do these things, right? Do not force your mind and do not by force do the meditation. When we do the meditations, any kind of meditation, what is the purpose of doing that? What is the first purpose? Meditations are meant for calmness and peacefulness, You have to feel good and feel okay of doing them. But if you force your mind to do the meditation, then you don't enjoy that meditation. You will not enjoy that meditation. So what you can do is, do not force your mind. Sometimes your mind may wander here and there while doing the meditation. It will be distracted. It will think of a lot of things. But forgive your mind. Forgive yourself and take back that distracted mind to this sensation of in-breath and out-breath. Become aware of it. You can stay for a little while, maybe you can stay for a little while, and then you will be distracted. But don't be discouraged, okay? Don't give up. What you have to do is take back. Keep doing this. And when you get familiar and when you get used to this meditation, you will feel calm and peaceful. So this is the basic introduction and basic way of doing the breathing meditation. So practice it whenever you have time and feel that your mind becomes calm and peaceful. Namo Buddhaya.